All right, welcome back, everybody. So first thing I wanted to mention, I did notice in that first video, audio was a little quiet, so I adjusted it. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better this time. But back to the game, where we left off, I have this barbarian camp down here surrounded, which is really nice. And again, we did discover the border of Vietnam. I do still want to see a little bit more of what they have going on. But we will continue to kind of build up our cities here, hopefully kind of create a nice central tight grouping here of some solid cities. Again, I do need to see what's down here too in case we want to settle this way and block off anyone there. But I think we're in a good place to start and see what we need to do. Okay, so starting off here, a lot of times in new cities, especially if they're inland, really the go-to is always going to be putting a monument in here. One thing you'll hear from a lot of creators in this space who play Civ is if you have a coastal city, a lot of times you do want to go with that granary just to help with food. Although for the most part, it's looking like even down here, those are some really nice tiles. But sometimes, again, you can struggle with these only one food tiles. So a granary would be a good spot there. Here, we're not really struggling for food. Most of these tiles, actually all of these tiles, are 2 food. So we're not really worried about that. So we'll be okay there. Again, I don't think I have any movement. I'm going to let each of these guys heal up before we go after them, just because, again, we have a pretty bad disadvantage. And then we'll continue that scout that way next turn. So right now, I'm a little worried about them trying to come this way. I am going to set my warrior there just to kind of block this pass. We're going to see how they react to it. Again, they have denounced me, so in theory they could go to war with me. We will see. AI will declare surprise wars anyway, so I don't really know if that matters that much. But I guess there's a little bit of a higher likelihood. I will still explore around, maybe see what I can see this way, but I do not want to let them through when we have a fresh city there and not much of an army to defend it. I don't want them coming through. So we're going to still give another turn of healing and see. This, again, is making me a little suspicious. They could be going after, oh, okay, it looks like they actually are going after Mogadishu. That might be more of what they're doing. I also don't really want to let them do that. So I think I am just going to camp out there. I can use it as an opportunity to heal. We'll continue to head off this direction. So this might be an interesting place to put a city again. There's another Plains Hills tile. Wouldn't be too close to Mogadishu. The only downside is I'm not really going to be able to use these olives. I can get it with this city. I can grab up that tile. Is there any other Plains Hills? I think that's one, but it's not on the river. I don't particularly like that. So it might be our best bet to go there for now. Let's see if there's anything else this way. It's looking like no, but we got a slinger that popped out over there. So I'm going to hit him, keep healing, and then we'll advance a turn. Okay. So they attacked me, that's fine. I think if I'm standing on here, I should be okay. I can also chip them now. So I think they'll be fine. Got a promotion. Gonna stay here. Again, I still don't really want them going after Mogadishu. Let's head this way. I think this just ends in a point, but let's find out for sure. Ooh, they already have a lot of units down here. Interesting. Okay. Up here, let's get our first trader out there. We can get some roads down. I might even send one down here. Once I clear this out, it would be nice because we'll have a city already along that route. And the gold would always be nice too. At least on this end, we got the boost for military tradition. Let's just stick with that. So we were able to take this encampment down here. We could raid it. I'm thinking I might do Battlecry on this one. I know I've been going with that other upgrade. Was it Tortoise on the other ones? I think it's probably good to have one that's more offensive based. It hasn't looked good for Mogadishu, but based off of this, I think they're gonna be okay. They do still have one slinger left over there, and we did find the end of the peninsula over here. I'm kind of thinking that if they do take out Mogadishu, it's not the end of the world. As long as they don't take it, even if they do, I'll probably put enough loyalty pressure on them, they wouldn't keep it. And it would clear this out. I don't know. I feel bad. But I guess now that I'm thinking about it, either which way, it doesn't affect me negatively. It could be positive if they do end up kind of going for it. But I still just don't feel comfortable letting them down through when I have no defense for Angkor Wat right now. So we got our trader out. At this point, Mogadishu doesn't provide me with the most benefit as far as gold goes. China did end up losing that city. We'll be flipping to Brazil in 3 turns. I didn't realize it was already happening that quick. So it's not the most benefit. In theory, sending it to Rio is more beneficial. I don't feel a need to send roads up that way. I still think this might be the right call, just to get a road making it easier to travel up and down our peninsula here. So I think I'm going to just roll with that. Again, 3 gold's nice. I get the boost for currency as well, so I'll take that. I think we might now go for Great Bath. Actually, I will need a builder. I think let's go builder first, because I'll need to get him up here. I did buy this tile, so we'll chop that rainforest when we get bronze working. So that'll be available in 3 turns, but we need the builder to be able to get up there. And then we will flip this over, I think, to astrology first. Then we will head down to masonry. We will build this quarry, chop this out, and then we can get our holy site in that city as well. And you know, I'm kind of thinking at this point that they might be able to get Mogadishu. I'm gonna stand by. I'll figure it out based off of what's happening. This tells me all I need to know. I'm gonna clear this encampment. I was able to take that one out, so I'm gonna send these guys back now. I might actually sit him down here just so more encampments don't spawn. I also might need to take care of that. I just don't want him sitting there for free. So interesting thing just happened. Vietnam did take Mogadishu and kept it. Again, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think this is something that in time, if we play our cards right, we're going to be able to flip. I think the priority is going to be settling here now. I wanted to move this way first, but just to block this off, because where are we at here? Plus 20. I'm assuming that has something to do with them recently capturing it, because there's no way with the closest city up there. So we're going to keep an eye on that. It did remove my trade route, which is unfortunate. But we did get our Pantheon. So this is a big deal. This will be really good for us. I think I said in the first episode, and I probably am going to stick by it, that we go with River Goddess. Once again, we're going to be sticking with holy sites on rivers just because we get the adjacency bonus from it. This just plays into that even further. So we will get 2 amenities and 2 housing, which again, with this population-based div, I think this one goes perfectly hand in hand with the Khmer. I don't know if there's really any others that make sense for us right now anyway, and I don't even know if there's any others that align with other civs as well as this one aligns with what we're doing right now. So we're gonna stick with that. Again, will really help once we get this down, which we're getting that builder in 1 turn, and it'll do wonders for us. Again, very, very interesting that they actually took that and kept it for themselves. I want to see how this changes. Nearby citizens still plus 20. I'm very curious about how that works. But maybe there's something with... I've never played as Vietnam before. I've played this game for a very, very long time. Never once have played as them. So I'm curious if I'm just missing something with their playstyle. Maybe something with the mod. I'm not entirely sure. But that is surprising to me that they're able to keep that. Let's see. Go... It might be an interest to start working on Great Bath. There's a chance we can get it. Only downside... Actually, we can go up this way. I think this will be the right call. Great path. It'll prevent this river from flooding. I don't need to worry about a dam for here. I will probably build a dam down here anyway, so I don't think that makes too much of a difference. I'm going to get this guy in my own territory before I start healing him. He's sitting down here again to watch for encampments. And we're just going to keep an eye on Mogadishu for right now. And she's talking crap. No surprise. Still got to keep an eye on her. So we got our monument built here. I don't feel the need to get a granary right away. It actually might be nice to get a builder out, especially that we got iron working up. We're going to be able to start chopping some of these rainforests, and I think that's going to be really beneficial because we get that out. Chopping the rainforest will give us that production and the food, increase our population, but also speed up our ability to build these granaries. So I think that's the direction I'm going to go first. I think builders right now are going to do a lot of good for us. And I'm really hoping she holds off on trying to do anything to me. I hope she does too. So we're just going to keep an eye on what's going on over here. River flooding is perfectly okay. It is just going to increase yields for us down here before we actually get any of our stuff set up. So I'm fine as long as it doesn't start stretching up here and destroying anything, which none of these are on floodplains. This is the only tile I have that's improved that's on floodplain, which if we get this done, I don't have to worry about that. So not too much of a concern. I think, yeah, you just keep healing. Next research, what did I say I was going for? Masonry, so we can harvest that stone up there. So let's see. It's kind of looking like she's coming around the other way. I'm gonna head back this way. It's probably good that we're working on masonry right now too, just because of that. I'm still gonna go this route because we're gonna get some builders out soon. I might regret in 1 or 2 turns not going for Victor, but we'll see. I can buy a unit here, and I think I might buy a slinger now. It's gonna really suck if I lose this guy, but that's okay. Let's chop that out. Do I go for a holy site? I think that's more important right now, is getting that out here. So let's stick with that. Found a Pantheon, we have that. Let's go with what we have boosts for. Still head this way. Still head back, yep. Okay, and he'll still head up. So let's just keep an eye. They're going to be able to come in from the south too. It's really unfortunate if they do attack me. I think we'd be fine. It's just going to be annoying. They're also kind of just standing in the way of my return home. So let's see what ends up happening with this. I will let y'all know. So I'm not sure if I ever stunned a little bit here. She hasn't moved these units in I think 3-4 turns. Same with this slinger down here. She might have been assuming, because I had no one in this capital city, that she was going to have a free run at it. Once I bought that slinger, it kind of changed things for her. Not sure. Completely okay with it if she's not going to come down this way. We'll just let her stand there as long as possible. So let's just head down here. We'll get our last farm down. Again, just keep focusing on growth, although we are kind of getting to the point that our population is higher. It's going to be higher than our workable tiles soon, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Our scout is back to full. We'll head him back out. I'm heading this warrior back to Angkor Wat just so we have 2 units here, 2 units there. That balance, I think, is probably good defensively for us. Build any specialty district. We'll get the boost for that here soon. So let's go that way. One thing that y'all might notice, compared to maybe some of the experts like Potato McWhiskey out there, I am not as well versed on civics maybe as some of those experts or really, really great players are. I am nowhere close to a great player myself, but I usually go for kind of, again, focusing on the boost. That's the first and foremost to me, because again, I think that helps with your progression. So if I have anything that's boosted, I'm always going to try to go for that first. And then if there's anything that I think is particularly useful, governor titles are always amazing. I do want to get theater squares probably out there at some point, just to again keep our border growth keeping up with our population growth. But we'll see. I'm more well versed with the science text, and obviously how those tie into what I'm trying to do. So you might have some moments where you're kind of facepalming about what I'm choosing to do with my my civic tree, but I will always try to do my best. Ooh, did I just see a settler over here? I think I might have. If they send a settler down in here, we're gonna have a very interesting time. Let's give it a try. Yep, but he is unprotected, and now I might have to be the one to start this off, because that's a free settler. I can defend myself well enough. Oof. I am stirring up a bit of trouble by doing that, but I honestly think that might be the best call. It's a free settler. That is a lot of production. Let's look. 10 turns of production in my best city, 16 there. I think that's something that we have to do. Go for the surprise war. She's not going to be happy, but then again, she hasn't liked me anyway. China does like me. They're not the best to have. I might do this again to protect my... Oh, she said no. Interesting. Okay. I think we have to do this. I think that settler is too good to pass up. Let's take that. Again, we're going to settle this city here just to stop her coming through. I think we might want to focus on getting out another unit really quick here, just in case I need one. Another slinger isn't a bad idea. It's cheap. It's easy. Samarkand. Okay. We'll send one out that way. We're at war with them, but one way or not, it'll end up benefiting us. So stick with that. We got our defensive line here. I'm trying to think if I want to maybe stand there. It's going to allow them to attack me here, but I have that defensive advantage on hills and with the rainforest, so that shouldn't be a huge concern. I'm going to head this guy that way, because if we're settling that city and we have that slinger there, we're going to need some help. So let's see how she responds. Yeah, that's not a surprise. Okay, she has a couple units down here. Let's do what we can to take care of them. Link those together. It's very interesting that I'm getting... It's a -1. That's not really an issue. Let's see what happens with that. Draw you in. Yeah, in order to both attack me. Again, I'm going to win this one-on-one every single time. So in order for that warrior to attack me, it's going to have to come down here in range of my slinger. I don't have to step my slinger out at all. So I should be good there. I cannot send it that way because they're going to pillage that immediately. So let's just do an internal route. I might actually even transfer it there so that it gets the production and the food bonus. So let's do that. One turn until I can harvest that. Okay. It's interesting. They have so many units down there. That's blowing my mind that they got so many down through. So he just needs to defend. That's all I care about from him. You go for that. We're gonna build some walls here. You can chop that. Is that gonna get me that slinger? Yes, yes it is. That's big. Okay. So what I can probably do I want to draw them in? I think I do. Because I don't really have much of an advantage right now. I might have to hold on that. Bring you back. That slinger can stay there for the time being. And then, oof, I forgot. Okay, so this is one of the things that, again, goes really well with the Khmer. Internal trade routes go crazy. Crazy. So, +5 food, +4 production, +3 gold, +3 faith. We are going to be doing a lot of internal trade routes. I almost completely forgot about that. That switch over to here was absolutely the right call. So, let's get this holy site down. How long would it take for ancient walls? I'm not too worried. It's probably still the right call to go for that, though. And then down here, I probably will get a unit with a slinger. I do have this, the olives. I would like to improve those to get a luxury resource going. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine there. So let's take that shot, kill him. Okay, there's that boost, like I said, for our slinger. You can just stay defensive this whole time, and you head down there. Let's go... I think I'm just going to chip him, because again, we have a solid advantage there. I think you... don't want you to take a hit if you don't need to. Can you both switch? I'm fine with you taking a hit real quick from them, because you can go back and forth since they've already taken some damage. You just defend quick and sleep. They still have that nearby citizens. Interesting. And again, maybe there's some things that I'm not thinking about. I haven't played at these higher levels. I'm playing with some different mods, so maybe there's something I'm overlooking. Again, if anyone's watching this that knows, please tell me if I'm just missing something. I do know that they get higher combat strength, which is why this isn't going super well right now. So I'm going to back him up. He's going to get that extra healing from being in a city. A little worried. Well, I might be getting a free... I'm definitely getting a free builder right now. So let's go take that. Run him back over here. You take him. Take that. We're going to take the advantages that we have right now. If we can get that kill early and rush these guys over, that's the right call. Okay. I think we're in a normal age. So let's see. What I think we're going for a lot of boosts right now on these science tree. This is usually the one I go with, especially this early in the game. A lot of times I feel like early in the game when I was playing, I would get drawn to this because I'm thinking, well, it's early game. I'm going to be building a lot of districts, which is true. This can even be good again, especially I have 2 cities and a third that's definitely on the way with that settler. So this I would get 6 for sure. But with this, anytime you trigger a Eureka, I would like to imagine that we'll get at least 5-6 Eurekas this era, and then we will probably start building our campuses here soon. So this is probably more likely to get above that 5-6 era score yield. So I usually go for that one myself. We are kind of in an awkward spot right now. I do think I'm going to take the kill here, and I'm going to head this way. The awkward situation is we have a lot of damaged units and not a lot of opportunity to really dish any damage back out without putting myself in harm's way. This guy's healing fine. We can take a couple hits. We can last 3 turns. I'm not worried about that per se. I just don't want to have to keep running, because it just creates a scenario where I'm not going to heal, right? And the goal right now needs to be healing at least a little bit. Bringing over this slinger is going to help a lot, especially because I can get a hit off, and then I should be able to get, yeah, I think the next hit on an enemy is going to give me a promotion, so that'll instantly heal him. You're a little ways off because you've got a couple promotions on you. So that's kind of creating a little bit of an awkward scenario. Ooh, I can build a plantation here. I am curious. No one likes me, so I doubt I can get any money for that. Yeah, nothing worthwhile. So that's a little unfortunate. I could also grab Victor. Again, that's not really what I want to do right now, and I don't know if I need him. I'm not going to get another governor position in time to really make use of the garrison commander. So I'm not sure if that's really the right call. At this point, if I wanted something that's going to be helpful long term for sure and is going to do something for us in the short term, the Sanguine Pack might not be a bad idea. It immediately gets me another unit out, which would be really, really helpful. I can focus on building those castles down the road, which with the Barre improvement helping my farms, I can get a lot of food pumped back into my capital, which would be big, which then eventually we can get Pingala. So I think I am going to go that route. It's not like picking the wrong one right now and upsetting people is going to make things any worse because they already all hate me for some reason. So I think that's probably the right call for what we're trying to do here. Looking at this, I'm not going to meet 3D city-states in time to get this boosted. It's unfortunate, but it's the situation we're in. So I'm debating going for this just because we're going to get the boost on wonder, but at the same time, getting those extra policy slots is, I think, invaluable. So we actually will stick with that. I think let's go for archers so we can upgrade these slingers. That's going to go a long way. A, with being able to hit them from further away, and B, it just helps with their defensive capabilities too. So I think it'll be the right call for us going forward. Let's see. Ooh, I was not expecting him to be able to get that kill. That is a bit unfortunate. Okay. Well, let's just keep playing defensively for right now. We can step in. I can get that hit off. That is the top priority for me right now, is getting the kill on that slinger. So let's do that. Head him back this way. How long till I can get something here? Not crazy long before I could get another one, but again, man, I am actually very disappointed that I lost that guy. Here's what it is. These things happen. So I don't know if he's going to survive an attack. It would be nice just to delay it long enough to get the walls up. But I think I will still play defensively there. Let's run you this way. Might maybe draw one attack there. So let's see what ends up happening this turn. Okay. I was worried for a second there. This is looking fine. Move him over. You can get the heal off there. Let's get that shot, and then we can upgrade actually next turn, and we get a promotion, which is pretty nice. I think I'm just going to utilize this time to heal. I honestly might chop out a rainforest over here to help with what we're doing. Getting that Great Bath, I think, is still a priority. I'm not worried right now. We are going to pay the price a little bit here with declaring that war. At the same time, it's still worth it to have taken him. One, we stopped them from being able to flood cities down here, which would stop our expansion capabilities, and we're going to have to do that war anyway. And two, again, we're saving 10 turns of production. Really getting walls is not a bad thing. We're surrounded by other civs that do not like me. I don't think it was the wrong call, even if it is going to be somewhat of a pricey one. And we're getting our ancient walls up here soon, so every time it cuts to these diplomacy screens, I'm getting a little nervous. Oh, they got their builder back. That's okay. May the forces of evil become okay, so walls are up. Just phenomenal. I think we take the opportunity to get these kills. We take that upgrade every single time. And then I think we still play defensively here. Let's get you in the city. Probably should have done that earlier. Just wasn't really thinking about it. Chop this rainforest. 2 turns till Great Bath. It's great to get a wonder. And we'll go for science, because again, we will get arrow score off of that. From here, this is going to be a great encampment district. I'm debating if I get that down. I mean, I can get my holy site down here just to lock in that cost. And then eventually we'll get that encampment out. Do I need another unit? I don't know if I do. I would say it doesn't hurt to get one more unit out here. But I'm hoping this war is actually over fairly soon. And then I can just plug that gap anyway, so I don't need that encampment there. So let's stick with this. I have ideas for what I want. Oh no, I did not realize I'm falling behind on that. I might not get a religion. That's gonna be pretty bad. That will go against what I was trying to do here, but you know what? You live and you learn. Not much you can do about it. So If that is the price we pay and you all have to see that I made a mistake, I'll be embarrassed, but I'll get over it. So right now, top priority, finishing this war. Let's take that. We can get that kill down there. Phenomenal. Plus the arrow score again, which is great. Feel no need to attack him right now. I can actually start heading him out this direction and loop around. This episode will be a little bit longer just with this war. I just want to finish this off. I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me. I'm getting denounced by everybody, but we knew that was going to happen. And we got the Great Bath down. So that is great. I guess no pun intended. I'm really happy about that. Do I want Temple of Artemis? Again, something that would be very, very helpful. I need to go for a shrine just to hope that I can get one of the last 3 religions. Take that hit. Go for that there. And everyone can just keep healing. So, no, I think this is good. This is good right here. If they keep sending those guys down this way, you're going to be just fine. Take that. We need that boost. I might be able to get another free builder. It's probably the same one. I don't know if this or that other one was the one that I had previously captured, but I might be getting it for free again. So sometimes you just trade those units. This is just a weird scenario right now. Let's go sit him over there. Keep you in Angkor Wat for now. Finish healing. And then we will pick up our new government. I'm going to go with autocracy. I love having that production towards wonders if I ever want it. I like still having that boost versus barbarians. So I want to stick with that. And we're going to want to get some settlers out here soon. Just get everything rounded out. Take those extra influence points. Let's do that. Let's kind of finish off this war. I think I'm going to take him if I can. And then we will probably call that episode there once this is done. Oof. We are going to get multiple free builders, which is absolutely amazing. I'm going to just sit here, camp that out for a turn. You sit in Angkor Wat. We're going to keep you over here. This is not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Take him. Beautiful. And then can I end this? She will. Will she give me anything? Probably not, because I didn't take any cities or do any damage to her. I took out some of her units, but I will take easy piece. Again, we ended up walking away with, we lost 1 slinger. I think, did I lose a warrior? I'm not actually sure. But then we got 2 free builders and a free settler. All in all, I will say that was absolutely worth it. I'm very, very happy with it. But we'll move this guy down here. And then I think we will call this episode there. So again, thank you for joining for the 2nd episode of this series. I'm having fun with it. I do enjoy playing as the Khmer. This is going to be an interesting challenge. Again, this is a step up from the difficulty level that I typically play at. So I'm enjoying it from that angle. You're all kind of learning some stuff as I'm learning some stuff, or maybe I'm learning and you are all just saying that I'm an idiot. Both are equally likely. So again, thank you for joining, and I will see you again next time.